This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
I'm your favorite camp counselor with the brown undies from Friday the 13th Part 2. It's Lauren Marie Taylor, and you are listening to the Horror Fry Podcast with Mike, Keith, and Michael. So, should we listen to my cabin or yours?
Hello! Welcome to the Horror Fry Podcast. That is Michael Combs.
And that's Mike Martin.
And that's Keith Clanton.
Hello, how's your mama and him? We are joined by a very special friend of ours from Down Under. I'm not even going to try to do that accent because I can't. This episode, so we're doing a Stuff and Things episode about Horror Hunks, and this was all Michelle's idea. So say hello, Michelle.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're very excited. This was our first guest.
It is.
I mean, I'm sorry, Ryan. Ryan is here in the background looking at me. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hurt. I mean, like an official guest.
Yeah.
You've been in the background for many of our recordings, to be fair. Oh my gosh, and my dogs are very excited that Michelle's joining us, apparently. So yeah, we're very excited to have you, Michelle. Yeah, this was Michelle's idea. She was like, Horror Hunks. And who are we to say no to Horror Hunks?
Well, first of all, how did three queens not think of this in the first place?
I don't know.
Great idea, Michelle.
Well, you know what they say. Every gay needs a girl.
They do.
So, there you go.
There you go.
I feel special.
Claim it. Claim it.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, so like I said, we're going to talk about Horror Hunks. We did the Final Girls episode, and Michelle had this idea to do the Horror Hunks, and we thought, that's a really good idea. So, this is a special Horror Hunks episode. So we're basically going to talk about our top 5 favorite Horror Hunks, you know, what movie, who portrayed them, why we think they're hot, just your basic bitch girl stuff. I don't know, like, okay, and Michael's over here destroying my peace lily, so... We're off to a great start.
Well, I'm curious how this is actually going to go because, you know, with the Final Girls,
yes,
we kind of had the
We're
same.
not gonna have the same of this.
Right, and I feel like all of us have very different, like, tastes
in
in
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think it's interesting because you got 3 gay guys, but then you also have a straight girl. So, like, this is going to be a totally different perspective. Mm-hmm. So I'm welcoming it. So, Michelle,
She needs
since
to kick us
you're
off.
the guest of honor, you should kick us off. So tell us about your number 5 pick.
All right. So my number 5 is Andy from 2003's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Who played Andy?
Mike Vogel.
Oh, that's good choice.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's the one that
He
gets
had
his leg cut
horrible-
off
Oh.
when he's running through the sheets.
Does he have the
Yeah.
glasses?
No.
I
No.
think so. No. He
Oh,
had,
the
like,
blonde.
horrible-
Yeah.
The bowl cut. Like,
Yeah.
bad hair. But
Yes.
He's, like, oily
He
and
is-
muscly, so you can kind of forgive him for it.
Yes.
Yeah, he is hot.
Ooh, oily and muscly.
Yeah, and his
Great
tank
choice.
Yeah. Yeah. So why him? You just is that why?
top. Yeah. That,
Oily and muscly.
What else
else
do you need?
oily, muscly, and a tank top.
Oh, yeah, he is very good looking. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next, Mike?
oh, sure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear yours.
Well, okay, we're starting at 5.
Yeah.
My 5th is actually Earl from Tremors, Fred Ward. And
Interesting.
He's kind of cute.
He
is?
Yeah.
he is, and I feel, I mean,
love that
I
you
guess,
picked him.
let's be real, even when I was younger, when I first started being attracted to men, I was always attracted to older men, so, you know, there's always been this.
You ended up with a younger guy.
And I ended up with a younger guy. How about them apples? But yeah, no, that's my 5.
That's a really good choice, actually. Okay. Michael,
Yes, sir.
your turn.
My top 5, my number 5 pick is Christian Hughes for Midsommar, played by Jack Rayner. And what I appreciate about him is that he's not your typical, sorry people, muscly hunk. He's actually has a normal...
He's got like a dad bod.
A little bit of a dad body, and I appreciate that because I think most people gravitate towards the unattainable muscle, people that spend so much time in the gym that the regular folk can't. And so I appreciated that he was nude in that movie, and he had an actual regular body.
He looked good nude too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my number 5 pick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 5 pick is Norman Bates.
Oh,
Imagine that.
Anthony Perkins in Psycho. And look, Norman Bates. I'm sorry, y'all. Norman Bates
That's how worked up he gets.
he's very attractive. And he's like well-spoken and well-mannered. Yes, he's a psycho, but he's very cute. Like there's something about him. And kind of like your point, like he's not a big old buff guy. Like he's kind of tall and skinny, yeah. But there's
I
something
appreciate
about
that.
he's like quiet and sensitive.
And
and
loves
psycho
taxidermy.
again, but yeah, I think he's very cute.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's my number 5.
So
Okay.
back to Michelle.
Michelle, we're back to you, number 4.
Number 4 is Nick, played by Chad Michael Murray in House of Wax.
Yes, girl.
You got a thing for gods and wife beaters.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know what a wife beater is? We call it a wife beater in the South. Tank top?
Yeah, we call it a wife beater.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
literal. I don't know if wife beater is politically correct anymore, is it?
I don't know. We're
On
probably
the
gonna get
podcast, it is.
we're gonna get canceled for that. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, Michelle's
I
got a
would
thing
call
for
it
blondes and tank tops.
Yeah.
I
And he
mean,
has like a 6-pack when he takes off his shirt.
I was
He
about to
does.
say, what's not to love when he takes that shirt off? I'm
To
just
give to
saying.
his sister, yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice of him.
It was really nice. We all thank you for that, Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Mike.
Yeah, so my number 4, and this might actually come as a surprise because I feel like y'all think I might have it higher, but it's not, is Billy Loomis and Scream.
Skeet.
He had to make the list for sure. But when I started putting them all on paper, I was like, well, I can't really put him above certain people, though. And I think Skeet is fine as fuck in that first Scream movie. So that says a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he was like, every girl's dream back in the mid-90s. So,
And his name is Skeet. Like,
right.
Skeet, daddy. Like,
Skeet Ulrich.
yeah.
Like, it just sounds hot.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it sounds better than his real name.
What is his real name?
Well, Brian, but
It's Brian?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Think of all
I
the
didn't know
times
that
you could have
either.
had this conversation with him.
What? That are
Because your name's Ryan.
That both of
That was
your...
like
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah. Interesting. I did not know that.
Brian.
I didn't know that either.
Brian Trout is his real
Oh.
name.
Trout.
Trout?
That's why he changed his name.
Oh. Well, Skeet Ulrich is very much...
Yes, he made a good choice.
Yeah.
With that. Michael.
My number 4 pick is going to be Eddie Baker from House on Haunted Hill, played by Tay Diggs. I have nothing
Oh,
else
yes.
to add to it. Tay Diggs. That's enough.
He's beautiful.
He is very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Keith is
Sorry,
speechless.
Sorry, I'm wiping the drool off my chin. So my number 4 pick is, hopefully y'all know this. Yeah, y'all know this. Rob Ferris, played by Ken Allant, and April Fool's Day.
Okay.
Do you know that movie, Michelle? Have you ever seen April Fool's Day?
I know it, but I haven't seen it.
It is my favorite 80s slasher, and the main guy in it, that's who this is, Rob Ferris. Y'all, I don't know. He's got very 80s hair, but he's another guy that's not like super buff. Like you see him getting in bed with his girlfriend, played by Amy Steele, and he's in his little tidy whities, which is very 1986. But he's got like
He is
just
very
a
cute.
normal body, and
Yeah.
he's a good guy. And y'all, have you seen him recently? Mm-mm. I follow him on Instagram
Of course you do.
because I'm a big April Fool's Day fan,
Yeah.
and he is daddy AF. I mean,
I love a daddy.
so
I kind of feel like
good-looking.
all the men in April Fool's Day
Are
are
good
kind of
looking.
like that.
They're all good
And they're
looking.
normal looking. They're not like...
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I don't remember the one guy's name that I like the most. The one that was in Just One of the Guys.
Chaz. I don't know what his real name is,
Yeah.
but his name's Chaz in the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. All right. Michelle, number 3.
Okay, number 3 is Lewis, played by Paul Walker in Joyride.
Oh.
I love Joy.
Oh.
That is a great.
So
Yes.
that almost made mine too.
Yeah, I thought about it as well.
Because I actually think Steve Zahn is very attractive.
He is.
very cute as well.
And the fact that I remember seeing that in the theaters, and when you get to see their asses, I was like, yes.
Do you think it was really their asses, or do you think it was like body doubles?
I mean,
It might have been.
I feel
body
like it would have
doubles,
been.
but it might have been.
Either way, we saw a bare ass. Who
Who
cares?
cares?
Yeah.
Exactly. Great pick.
That's a really good pick actually. But I'm kind of with you. Like I played around with the idea of putting Paul Walker on my list, but he didn't make the cut. But he is a fine man.
Yes. R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
My third is Ryan Phillippe, Barry Cox, and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I knew this was coming.
Yes, you certainly did.
Your gay awakening.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely one of them. That's for sure. Obviously, I watched a lot of those movies from that era all the time on repeat. And of course, that was just that gym scene when he comes walking down towards the locker with his towel on.
And his dog tags.
Girl, rewind.
I bet you burned that tape up.
Yeah. It was all fuzzy.
Yeah, the
Headlines
VHS
in
just
it.
ate it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine as fuck. I still love Ryan Phillippe, though, so. Note to Ryan Phillippe, if you're listening to this, please start going to conventions.
Yes. I guess that means my number 3 pick, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, but Suk Woo from Train to Busan, played by Gong Yoo. He's just this very tall, sexy Asian man, and he looks great in this movie. And he loves his daughter, and he's all about saving his daughter.
It's a family man.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather not have a family man. I want all the
Well,
attention.
there's no one
I'm just
else,
kidding.
but-
I have still not seen that movie,
I
and I,
love Train
really
to
want to
Busan.
see it.
Well, it's fast zombies, and you don't really
Well,
like
I
fast
don't.
zombies.
But
It is really good.
I would like to see it. I've heard nothing but good things, so I definitely. Have you seen that movie, Michelle?
No, I've never
No.
even heard of it.
Yeah. Well, it's a sub.
It's a South Korean zombie movie. We've had this conversation. She's not a horror aficionado like us, so
But
We're getting her there.
She is a horror hunk aficionado, and that's all that matters today.
Right.
definitely that.
Um.
So what's your number
is
3?
It my turn?
Yeah, you're
Oh my
number 3.
gosh, y'all.
Back to you.
So number 3 on my list is Billy Loomis from Scream, played by Skeet. Again, I feel like I've already said what I needed to say about Skeet. He's really hot, and he's number 3 on my list of horror hunks. Back to you, Michelle.
Number 2.
All right, my number 2 is Pogue, played by Taylor Kitsch in The Covenant.
Oh.
There's a
Good
lot of
choice.
good-looking guys in that movie,
whole-
right?
Yes.
Yes, that whole cast.
I feel
But he's
attractive.
like the motorcycle riding, the bad boy.
Yeah. Well, the
Definitely
Covenant.
like blondes.
The Covenant is a very
He's not bad.
Homoerotic. It's a little homoerotic, I feel.
Oh, very. And it's very, I feel like it's kind of underrated. Like, it doesn't get a lot of good, rap, but, I mean, I enjoy it.
It's like
I
The
enjoy it.
Craft, the boy version of The Craft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's really what it is.
But you know what's funny is that I've never seen it, but I know about it because I've seen all the pictures of them in
shower
gym
scene.
class. Yes. And
The swimming pool
But
and-
but that's got a really pretty solid cast. Isn't Sebastian Stan in that movie? Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, he's really good looking.
Great choice.
Yeah,
Great pick.
you come prepared, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got notes.
she's she's pulling back in my memory bank here.
I know.
So my number 2 is Zeke in The Faculty, Josh Hartnett.
You like that messy hair?
I love him, and that movie was I guess that was kind of my vibe in high school, that little alternative. That was my friend group. That was where we just kind of
Making your
fell.
own drugs.
And yeah,
Washing their
Yeah.
hair, fucking their teachers. Yes. The norm.
but yeah, no, I love him in that, and I don't know what it is about him because he's not that standard hunky man.
No.
But
He's a bad boy though. Like he's a bad boy.
yeah, and he has like that little husky voice, and I just yeah, I love me some Josh Hartnett. So
It was so weird that him and Clay Duvall got together at the end, but that's
It is.
something
Right.
else.
right,
Anyway,
nobody believed that.
no one believed that at all. My number 2 choice is
Wait, him and Clea Duvall do not get together.
No, she gets
Clea
with
Duvall
Elijah.
gets with
Oh.
Sean Hattasey.
does she?
Yeah, 'cause
oh,
He
you're
ends
right.
up on the football
Who
team, and
ends
he's
up-
fucking Famke Janssen, the teacher.
Okay, so who does
Elijah
you
Wood
corrected
ends
me.
up with Jordana Brewster.
Right, and then
Delilah.
Clea
and then, of
Duvall
course, Clea
is
Duvall
with
is with Sean Hattasey, the
the
jock.
other football
Okay.
player, yeah.
Yeah, the one with the freckles.
that still doesn't? I mean, Clay Duvall.
Sean
is-
Hattasey's pretty handsome. too.
Regardless, Clea Duvall ended up with a dude, and that's not believable.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Keith corrected me. I was wrong. My number 2 choice is Rick Stanton from Chopping Mall, played by Russell Todd, and all I have to say is those beautiful lips. We're good. That's all I have to say.
I have more on that in a minute. My number 2 pick is Patrick Bateman, played by Christian Bale in American Psycho.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
Michelle, have you seen American Psycho?
You know I haven't.
Okay, well look, this is a movie you need to watch.
Okay.
Christian Bale in this movie is like totally obsessed with himself. He works out a lot in the movie in these little short shorts, sweaty, 6-pack.
It's making sense now.
Even when he's like chasing women with a chainsaw, naked, mind you, he's naked in this luxury apartment building, chasing somebody with a chainsaw, and I'm still like, give me the chainsaw, yes,
Or as Heathers would say, fuck me gently with a
fuck me
chainsaw.
gently with a chainsaw. I mean, and Christian Bale's like a beautiful man regard, but like in that movie, it's just, and even his cockiness a little bit, I'm kind of like,
Oh,
Like-
I still can't listen to Susudio the same
really?
when he's like watching himself have sex with that girl to that song. I just
He's like,
can't.
Yeah.
Pointing
he's-
at himself, real proud. And he has sex with all these hookers, which I get, like he kills them, but like it's, he also, his girlfriend or fiance in the movie is Reese Witherspoon. So
Okay.
she has a smaller role. I think you would like it. I mean, it's kind of a dark comedy too, but it's really good, and he looks really good in it. Ooh, my basement is flooded over here. Okay. Oh, wait. Is that it? So we're moving
Yeah,
on
we're
to
on-
number 1.
this
Okay.
is-
No, her 2 honorable
Yeah, so,
mentions.
Michelle, before you say your number 1, you'll mention, what are your honorable
Your
mentions?
2 honorable mentions.
All right, I've got 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm with Mike, Barry, in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Nice.
And then Paul, played by Jared Leto in Urban Legend.
Oh,
That is a great choice.
I mean, really,
And then-
anything Jared Leto's a good choice.
Yeah.
And then kind of Stu, Matthew Lillard in Scream.
Ah.
Why kinda?
I don't know, he's just not your, like, normally attractive kind of guy, I guess. But there's something about him.
Yeah, he's a little
I
goofy,
get
but
that.
there is something about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. Totally.
All right, so number 1, which I feel like Keith probably already knows,
Uh-huh.
is Billy Loomis in Scream.
I'm shook.
Didn't see that coming at all.
Not,
Shocked.
not like normal Billy Loomis. Like, I'm sort of more when he turns around and reveals himself to be like killer Billy Loomis.
Oh.
Like when he's got her in that headlock in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like if she turned around and joined the bad team or started making out with him, I would not be surprised.
Oh. I mean, that's a good point, though. He is kind of
Well, yeah.
sexy when he shuts the
killer.
door and turns around
Yeah.
and shoot. Yeah,
And he's
I
a
get
little bit
that.
psycho.
Yeah.
Well, I
get
mean,
that.
technically, the whole movie is just a big facade of him.
Right.
Like, who he's portraying in the movie is obviously not who he
Yeah.
really is. So.
Right. Oh, that's a good. Yeah,
Great choice.
I had a feeling it was going to be
Yeah.
marked high on your list, Michelle.
But killer Billy Loomis. There's a
Yes.
difference.
Okay. Clarify.
literally this episode has been taken up a lot by Skeet
It
Ulrich.
sure has.
Yeah.
Can we get endorsed?
Well,
By...
yeah, hopefully he's listening.
He might.
My honorable mentions first?
Yeah, honorable
okay,
mentions.
so my first honorable mention is actually Bateman in American Psycho. I don't even need to go into any more detail. We already talked about that. So there's my first one. Second was Ryan Reynolds in the Amityville Horror.
Oh my God, when he's chopping that wood.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, that body. And I'm not. Okay, let's just be real. I'm not somebody that's like, okay, you've got to have a 6-pack abs for me to like swoon over you. I'm not. But when it's covered in hair and you've still got those abs, bitch, I'm done. So.
And it's raining too. And
Yes.
and he's wet.
I feel like he's wet for half of the movie.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
And so am I.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but my first is Jason Patrick in The Lost Boys.
He is cute.
Yep, Michael. Obviously, The Lost Boys is my favorite movie ever. So there's that. But then there's also... This is going to sound real weird, y'all, but I do have a little bit of like a little hand thing. And I will never forget watching The Lost Boys when I was younger. And when he gets that cut on his hand and then he like takes the little band off when after he sleeps with Star or whatever. And it's just like he's like looking at his hands. I'm like,
He has some nice hands.
I love him.
I was waiting for someone from Lost Boys, but
You thought it was going to be Kiefer, didn't
I
you?
didn't know who it was going to be. Like, I mean, that it's all men, really, in that movie, so I didn't know. I figured it'd be one of them.
I mean, it was a toss-up between him and Kiefer. Because I feel like Kiefer in that movie is actually very attractive. Mm-hmm. And he has that, like sex appeal.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, Michael with that, like, curly hair and those sunglasses and that leather jacket and, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a good big brother.
Yeah.
I feel like that movie's a little homoerotic, too, because there's a few times him and what's his little brother's name in the movie? Sam. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like...
a weird vibe?
Or like, what are y'all doing? Like, behind closed doors? Like, y'all are too close.
Wait,
But
have
anyway.
you seen The Lost Boys?
No.
Oh, you for sure.
Don't feel bad,
No,
though,
I'm
Michelle.
sorry.
I watched that for the first time, like a year ago?
Yeah, it was during COVID.
It was during COVID, and the Full Moon Cineplex was showing it, and we went, and I saw it for the first time on the, actually got to see it on the big screen, but it's good. It's good.
It holds up. For it to be like an 80s vampire flick.
It is a great vampire movie.
Yeah. So.
Better than Buffy the Vampire Slayer? The movie?
Oh, the movie? Well, I would think so, but they might not.
I enjoy the movie.
I like Buffy in
the
all
Vampire,
forms.
the movie.
TV show, movie, books.
See, I'm only a fan of the movie.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I guess that's back to me. I have to say this. Skeet Ulrich did not make my list at all.
I'm surprised.
He didn't. I think Skeet is very, very attractive, but Jamie calls him a bit of a rat face in the movie, and I think he kind of looks rat face in the Scream. I'm going to cut that out. So he did not make my list.
No, you're not.
I mean, I think Skeet is hot, but he is a little rat looking.
I will say for me, I think Skeet has gotten...
He's aged very well.
Yes.
It's his hair. I don't like his fucking hair.
It's greasy.
Yeah.
That was a look.
That was a look.
Anyway,
Those little tendrils.
you guys are not probably going to know at least one of my honorable mentions. You're not going to know my top pick, I'm pretty sure. So
You have no faith in us.
I was trying to go outside of the box. I kind of had an idea. I knew three of you were going to have Skeet on it for sure. I knew right out of the box you guys were going to have Skeet. So I was trying to think a little bit outside of the box for me.
Oh, I was going with whoever made me twitch when I was in my teens.
Made your cock twitch? I get it. So my first honorable mention is Perry King, who plays Andrew Norris in Class of 1984, and I doubt anyone in this room or in this house has ever seen Class of 1984.
No, but you just posted clips
Yeah,
from
you
it.
I
just
didn't you?
watched it
He is
yesterday.
this tall, dark, very handsome man. He plays a teacher in this movie, and he avenges his wife, and I think he is very sexy. And then my other honorable mention is Jerry Dandridge, played by Chris Sarandon in the original Fright Night. Oh. He just is very debonair and sexy and just suave and made me swoon a little bit back in the day. Which brings me to my number one choice, my number one pick, which is Jeffrey Patterson, played by Jeffrey Donovan in Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, and specifically a scene towards the end of the movie where some security camera is being played and he is walking around butt naked and it's all a backside shot. And when I saw his ass, I was like, oh, I am definitely gay because I want to dive right into that. It was a very nice ass.
Lord. Can I just say for a minute, I kept thinking you were going to say Jeffrey Dahmer. No. And I was like, okay.
We're not talking about serial killers. Yes.
That's
Jeffrey Donovan.
Hot serial killers is a whole other episode,
Yeah.
right?
But that was a very specific story.
Oh, he has.
It made an
such a
impression.
nice. It did. 21 years later, I can still think of that. His ass. It's nice.
You wanted to
mean-
dive in, huh?
Yeah. Face first,
Oh, my.
Oh,
tongue out.
Oh, this is graphic.
Yeah. Good entertainment.
It is. Okay, well, that's a great choice, Michael.
how you gonna follow up that?
I can't, but I'm going to tell you who my honorable mentions are. So I do have 3 honorable mentions. One's already been talked about. We've got Eddie Baker, Taye Diggs,
Yeah.
in The House on Haunted Hill. I also have Tommy Ross, played by William Catt from Carrie.
You do
Yes.
Those golden
Catt.
locks
Yes.
are just...
And he's the nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Yes.
And she liked his poem.
He was so nice to
He was, but he's very good looking. And then Eric from Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, played by Matthew Bomer.
Oh, God. Matthew Bomer.
Matthew Boner.
Oh, yes.
Now that's the ass.
Oh,
But my number one pick is Scott Chaney, played by Russell Todd from Friday the 13th Part 2. So Friday the 13th Part 2 is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. We've even talked about this on the Final Girls episode because Amy Steele is one of my favorite Final Girls as well. Man, he's beautiful. He's got that dark hair. He's got beautiful eyes. He's got great lips. I'm going to tag him on this post. But no, he's a very attractive, and he still is very attractive.
yeah.
And he's very attractive, and I mean, chopping malt.
He made it twice on this list for two different movies. Yeah.
But yes, man. And when he's like sitting on the picnic table, when they're all meeting to talk about, you know, their job as summer counselors, and he's got his little black button down on, and he's just hot.
I'm already sold.
He's my number one. He's my number one pick,
He is sexy.
easily.
Yeah.
I did have a third, but I didn't say it because I didn't know if it was like, it's not technically like a horror movie.
So?
And the more I kept thinking about it, I was like,
Mike, it's a hot guy. Just like
Mark
say it.
Wahlberg in Fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that was, but that's, you know, I mean, it's more like a thriller,
Yeah.
but damn,
Yeah.
that roller coaster girl, we don't even need to talk about it.
Well, I was just watching Boogie Nights the other night, and I stopped it and went to bed. But I watched it when you came back over. I finished it, and Michael was like, "I wonder who has that prosthetic penis."
Somebody's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know who has it. Do they keep it in a box? Do they keep it on their mantle?
I wonder if he took it home.
Did they keep it in themselves?
The
world may never know.
Julianne Moore, it's still hidden in her hot pocket.
Have you seen Boogie Nights, Michelle?
No.
Oh,
Boogie Nights is really good, Michelle. It takes place in the 70s, and it's about like the porn industry, and Mark Wahlberg's character is like plucked out of nowhere to become this porn star. And he changes his name to Dirk Diggler and becomes super successful. And then, of course, like everybody goes through their own personal shit, but it's really good. Julianne Moore's in it. Heather Graham's in it. Burt Reynolds is in it, and Burt Reynolds is super attractive in it.
Philip Seymour Hoffman in it?
Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it.
Thomas Jane's in it.
Don Cheadle's in
There's
it.
a lot of
The
people.
soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah, it's a longer movie, but it's so good.
It does have a lot of
I've got a
sex,
whole new
though.
movie list.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. There's a lot of sex. I mean, a lot of sex in it, but it is a really
Little
good.
bit.
It's a really good movie. I mean, I could talk for an hour about Boogie Nights.
I mean,
It's a different
I could
one.
talk for an hour about Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's a different podcast. You're right. That was fun.
It was fun.
It was.
It was fun.
It's always a good day to talk about horror hunks.
I feel like I need a hot shower.
A
cold shower.
cold shower.
A cold shower, hot shower, whatever.
A shower.
A shower. Yeah, I just need a shower. So, Michelle, since you're our guest, I was hoping I could ask you just a few questions.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to make you talk about, stuff that we've talked about before on the show. So
Yeah, I know way too much about you guys.
I know she
Yes.
really does. Well,
Yes,
God,
you do.
everybody does at this point, don't they?
Yeah.
We hold nothing back. We have no secrets. So I feel like I probably know the answer to this, but what is your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie would have to be Scream. No surprise.
Yeah. Why? What is it that you love about the movie?
Besides Billy Loomis.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else.
It's just great. We all love it. It's got horror. It's got comedy. Everything.
Yeah, it really does. It encompasses everything. So is it safe to assume that maybe your favorite final girl is Sydney Prescott?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who would be a runner-up to Sydney? Any final girl. Like if you wanted, like if it was a trio, Charlie's Angels, it was you in the middle, and then you've got you got Sydney Prescott off to the side, and then who's going to be the third one?
Oh gosh, you put me on the spot. But I was saying this the other day. The girls in the bathroom in Scream, technically, the final girls.
They are.
They do survive.
They are. But we don't know how they would fight. Although the cheerleader seems pretty feisty, I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, the other one kind of like, I feel like would be like, what's her face in Scream 3? Angelina.
Oh, Angelina.
I could see that. Yeah.
Angelina.
Not do anything.
I could see, yes. Okay. That's a good answer.
Well, see, I have a theory about that how do we know that she didn't turn into Angelina? Because in the original script, Angelina's meant to have gone to school with them and been, like, obsessed with Sydney.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh
that.
my gosh. That's a good point.
Yeah. And now maybe she's
Yes.
the mother of Sam and Tara.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of people are saying the cheerleader, like, what if that is Christine? Mm-hmm. The mother of, I think that would be really cool if they tied them in somehow.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I really do. So, Michelle, before we go, tell everybody where they can find you, because I know you're on Instagram and all the socials. Tell everybody where they can find you.
So Instagram is Aussie Hello Witch.
Spell that for everybody.
AUSSIE HALLOWITCH.
Yes, you passed the spelling bee. Gold stars all around. Well, we gotta say thank you for joining us.
Yes,
this has
thank
been a
you
lot
so
of fun,
much.
and thank you for.
Thanks for having me.
And this was this was your idea, so thanks for sharing it with us and
Yep. Well, we
executing
still
it.
got
with us.
episode 2, TV, Horror Hunks.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
coming soon, y'all.
God, I can't.
Yeah, coming soon.
Mine's just gonna be a list of everybody from True Blood. Let's be real.
That's probably going to be my list, too.
Oh. Vampire Diaries.
Yeah,
Never watched.
your boy here.
that's
loves-
me.
David. Yeah, I'll fight you for Damon.
Oh, is that who you like?
Yeah, that's
Ian-
Ian Somerhalder.
Oh, okay. Oh, Ian Somerhalder. It's the stories I've heard about him.
Yep. Save it for the next episode.
All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining us. If you like what you hear, please like, subscribe, and rate the Horror Fried Podcast on your favorite streaming service. Links are available on our Instagram page, and make sure to follow our friend Michelle as well. Now it's time to swap, spit, and hit the road. Until next time, remember, there's not a pot too crooked that a lid won't fit. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
I can't even look at my own vagina.